The Justice Department is in partial limbo after Loretta Lynch waits confirmation. Major decisions are on hold. So forget the talk, forget the politics, and schedule a vote now. Joining me now are Congresswoman Karen Bass, Democrat from California, and Melanie Campbell of the National Coalition of Black Civic Participation. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you, Reverend.
Congresswoman, why aren't we seeing a clean vote? I mean, what is this about?
Well, I think it's about what it's been about from day one, which is how can we stop everything that President Obama wants to move forward. The irony this time, though, is that they have to decide. They want to get rid of Eric Holder. Eric Holder is ready to go. I think he has done a fabulous job. Well, if you want him to leave, you know, go ahead and confirm the next nominee. Go ahead and confirm Loretta Lynch. So I think they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. They want him to go, but yet they won't move the confirmation forward. There's absolutely no reason in the world they can't just do a clean confirmation vote. No
Melanie
reason.
Campbell, we saw them come back in from recess. They did not schedule a vote. Many people all over the country have been calling for this vote. We see them go, as I said in the intro, and confirm a federal judge, just like they could have voted for Loretta Lynch. That simple is how they did the federal judge. Is this like sticking their finger in the eye of the American people?
Well, we're going back on Capitol Hill tomorrow and continue to urge Senator McConnell to lead. We're going back with women of faith and women of good conscience to really urge Senator McConnell to do the right thing and call for that vote. He has the power. As the Congresswoman has stated, he could do this vote at any moment. We are really concerned that she has waited another 2 weeks since the Easter recess, and it should have been one of the first things they did. And as you said, they could just do it. He could do it at any second.
Well, you were in New York at National Action Network Convention. All the civil rights leaders said they would go as well after the women of faith who started this. Have you heard anything from when the women of faith went before the recess from McConnell? Have you heard anything from his office before you go back there again in the morning?
No, sir. We had not heard anything over the recess. We did hear something just right before I actually came on this call, on the show, that the staff would like to meet with us. We asked for a meeting with Senator McConnell. We'd like to take a couple of minutes and talk to him about our concerns tomorrow. We're still going to urge him. We're going to be praying on the Hill again, as we did 2 weeks ago, for Senator McConnell to step up and lead, and for the other senators to go ahead and take that vote.
Well, we need
Loretta
action.
Lynch deserves it.
We need action. I understand Janae Ingram and them are talking about a fast, but Congresswoman, the LA Times reports this delay is hurting the Department of Justice. Quote, promotions and policy decisions at the Justice Department have been put off. Announcements have been slowed to a trickle. Congress is waiting for input on the agency's budget priorities. I mean, this has to stop, doesn't it?
Well, right, it absolutely does, and it's really important to look at the implications for holding this up, because as you mentioned, major policy decisions, you've seen the reports that Attorney General Holder has come out with, whether we're talking about Ferguson or other policy issues, and he can't move forward on those things. The department can't move forward when you're in the middle of a transition. So this is just not just unfair to Ms. Lynch, this is unfair to the American people, and it's absolutely unacceptable.
Mr. McConnell says that they're working on language on the human trafficking, sex trafficking bill, and then he would go to the Lynch vote, and that they maybe would work it out. Why does it have to be attached to a bill, Congresswoman?
Well,
why are we holding a bill hostage? It's unheard of. We're talking about the Attorney General.
Well, but also let me just tell you, this sex trafficking legislation, the sad thing is that this was completely bipartisan. I have a bill that's in that package, voted unanimously out of the House. So we are hurting people by holding up the sex trafficking legislation, in addition to the damage that's being done to the Department of Justice.
Melanie, Michigan State Senator, U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow had called for a vote on the Senate floor. Listen to this.
We're not asking that someone vote yes. If they want to vote no, they have a right to vote no. We've had enough members now come forward that it's clear she actually has the votes. We have had enough members indicate they would support her that we know if we could get a vote on the floor that in fact she would be confirmed.
There you see the picture of John Ashcroft and the days that it took to confirm him, and what we've already seen and counting on Loretta Lynch. 42 days. And John Ashcroft had a lot of questions about him and about his ability to be a fair attorney general. There's no charges against Ms. Lynch by the Republicans. We're at 147 days and counting, and she has the votes. One man is stopping this, Melanie Campbell.
And thank you, Rev. She would be the second woman to hold that position, first African-American woman. And you asked the question, why Loretta Lynch? What's different about Loretta Lynch? It's not her qualification. She's exceptionally qualified. She's done all of the things they've asked her to do. She has the votes. So as the Congresswoman talked about sex trafficking, neither one of these issues should be tied to partisan politics. They really need to step up and lead and go ahead and take that vote and give her that vote on the floor.
Congresswoman, she's qualified, no controversy. They're holding a bill hostage. They're trying to use this as an attack on this president. This is absolutely outrageous when you think of all of the things from terrorism to other matters that this nation needs to have an attorney general dealing with. And this is absolutely an affront to the American people. If I sound passionate about it, it's because I am.
Well, I think that we are too. And remember who's in charge. Remember what was said 7 years ago, that they were going to do everything they could to make sure that this president was not successful. So you can just chalk this up to a long list of examples like this.
Congresswoman Karen Bass, Melanie Campbell, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, Rev.
Thanks for having us on.